Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been 3 months since I started my Mounjaro journey, and today I'm going to be sharing my real results, truth about how it's going, and what surprised me along the way. I'll be sharing some before and after pictures. I took some 12 weeks ago and I took some today. So strap yourself in for a rundown of how the last 12 weeks have gone. There's going to be no sugar coating on this video, and I've got quite a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Run the titles. So this week I'm going to cover 7 topics that look back at the last 3 months of my journey. As always, I'll add chapter markers along the bottom in case you want to move to that section if you've got some time constraints. I've got my water here, so in case I get dry mouth, which I've already got. Stick around for this week's weigh-in. Can I make it 12 weeks loss in a row plus those pictures of me in my boxers? So if you are squeamish, you may want to look away at the end of the video. I'll put up a wee warning, don't worry, when it's going to happen. But let's get right into it. So section 1 is going to be about my results. So let's get straight to it. I've lost 26 pounds so far from starting my Mounjaro journey over 11 weeks. I'm not including this week yet till the end of the video. But that's just over £2 a week on average. And it's a loss every single week, which is amazing. I've not stayed the same, I've not put on, so I'm really chuffed with that. I really didn't think it'd be possible to do this at my age, so I'm 51. But it's just weird looking back. I was panicking about how much I was going to manage to inject myself once a week. I mean, I'm not great with needles at the best of time. When I go to get blood taken, it's a chore, but it's really not as bad as that. I mean, I thought if you're diabetic, how are you going to do it every day? It's just, you're not going to manage it. But after a few jabs, you actually get quite used to it and it actually becomes second nature. So even doing the golden dose, which is like the 5th dose out of the pen when you extract it with a needle, it's a wee bit fiddly, but it's fine. You only have to do it every 5th dose, and I've managed that okay so far. So I'm really chuffed with how it's going so far down the line. And yes, there have been a few blips along the road, like stomach problems, as I've told you in the past, but that's to be expected. I'll let you know later on if I've lost this week, and I'll also share my BMI. Am I still in the overweight category? All will be revealed. So I will post up some of my Shotzi app graphs showing my weight loss along with my injection strength over the last 90 days. That'll be coming up on your screen round about now. And yeah, so that's the results. Section 2, I'm going to talk about body changes. So this is going to be not just about the numbers on the scales, but how your clothes fit differently, my belly shrinking, and even my face looks more defined. I've gone down a couple of belt notches, and people have started to notice at work, and friends have noticed that I've lost weight. So I've actually been able to get into some 32-inch jeans today, and I never thought I would manage that. It's 7 years since I got into 32-inch jeans. They were in the cupboard. I thought I'm going to try them on. I'm going to be real though, as you watch your stomach shrink, you do see stretch marks, you see some saggy skin, such as bingo wings, but I'd rather have that than be in the obese category. So once I do get to target, I'm going to focus on toning up those areas a bit more. I just want to lose the body fat first. So there's where we're at with that. Section 3, I'm going to be talking about energy and cravings. So my energy at the start of this journey is kind of up and down. It fluctuated a lot. I felt a bit tired the first couple of weeks, but and a wee bit lethargic. It seems to have been a lot better as time's gone on. I think it's just with having a calorie deficit. Sleep is definitely something you need. A good 7 hours sleep. It's improved my breathing. When I've been running, I don't have a spare tire around my waist anymore when I'm running, so that's helped my joint pain because I did used to get quite a lot of joint pain. Cravings have probably been the biggest change. I've not observed any snack. My head's not wanting to snack. I don't want to eat sugar. And it's just weird. It's like somebody switched off your brain. Like you don't think about when your next meal is. You don't think, "Oh, what a sugary donut," anything like that. The food noise was probably going to be the biggest obstacle for me, to be honest, because that's what pushes you to go to the cupboard and try and get something else to eat. You're always hungry. I don't have that anymore, and it's just great. It's just really odd about the food noise. Unless you've been on Mounjaro, then it's just really hard to describe. It's almost like somebody touched your head and went, "You don't need to eat anymore." Yeah, I mean, I don't get as excited for food anymore, but I won't just eat for the sake of eating anymore. And my portions are probably halved. So when you do go out for a meal, you do feel full up much quicker. Can't finish meals anymore. A lot of them, I won't eat the whole lot. But just remember, you're not a food bin, so you don't need to overeat. Just say no, just leave it to one side. I also eat slower now, which is good, and you just feel fuller quicker. It's as simple as that. So that was section 3. Section 4 is side effects. So this is the one everybody talks about. So let's get right into it. So I did promise to keep it real and honest. So in the beginning, I had dry mouth, dry hands, dry skin, and also some mild headaches when I didn't drink enough water because I didn't drink enough water at the start. Now drinking 2 to 3 litres a day. But I was fine with the dryness, the dry mouth, etc. But from month 2, I had constipation and diarrhea, and then the dreaded sulfur burps, which are vile. But by month 3, it's really calmed down. I think I'm learning to not eat certain foods, and I know what to avoid. Having remedy in the cupboard is really handy as well. If you've got Pepto-Bismol, it just helps the burps straight away. They just vanish. So I can live with the dry skin, the dry mouth, feeling cold all the time, that's fine. But just make sure that you do drink enough water, at least 2 to 3 litres, so it can push through everything through your system so you don't get any digestive problems. I am finding I'm not going to the toilet as much. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 days before I'll go for a number 2, but number 1s are like 8 times a day. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm a racehorse sometimes. But hey ho, I'd rather do that and lose the weight. So section 5 is going to be struggles. So it hasn't been perfect. I've had slow weeks, I've had moments where I've doubted if it's worth going on, and days where I don't feel motivated. But because I track my progress, especially off the scales, it's really kept me going. I mean, I log everything. I log it in the apps, I log it on graphs. Using Shotzi app's been great. Happy Scale's another one, which is good for your weight tracking. Obviously, Shotzi does your injections, you log them and your side effects. You can log that as well. And my net diary is what I use to log my foods. And you need to be in a calorie deficit, so that is a must that you do that. I do love all the data and the graphs, and when you do struggle, I find I go back to how I've done so far, and you have to realise that you have come quite a long way and you need to celebrate that. So definitely celebrate your goals. I split my weight journey up into 12 mini goals. So I didn't just go for like one at the end. Focus on getting to the next little mini goal. And the Happy Scale app does that for you. It does it into little bite sizes so you can get to the next zone. It's not one giant leap. It's just small little zones as you go along. It's really handy. So that was section 5, and section 6 is going to be your off-scale wins. Now, speaking of off-scale wins, I do sleep better, my confidence has improved, clothes fit way better. I'm into medium clothes now. I'm medium shirts, 32-inch jeans. That stuff just doesn't show on the scales anymore, but it does matter just as much, if not more. I mean, someone did say to me a long time ago that, and it's really stuck in my brain, that Nothing tastes as good as being slimmer. It's so true. I just keep that mantra when I feel like I want to fall off the wagon. I did make a top 5 off-scale victory video, so I will put that at the top of the video at the end, so you can take a look if you want. It's quite interesting. Okie doke, so that was section 6. Section 7 is going to be about what's coming next. So basically, what's next on the agenda for me. So I'm staying consistent. I'm aiming to move more in month 4. Maybe introduce a bit more strength training. I'm doing kettlebells and dumbbells. I'm only doing them about once a week with my cardio. I'm just going to keep showing up. I think that's half the battle, really. Log everything, keep my food, injections, and my weight all logged. I've got my final 2.5 milligram pen in the fridge at the moment, and once that's done, I will move it up to the 5 milligram dose. I'll let you know how easy it is to change suppliers, of course. I have been injecting a couple of days early of late, so I'm doing it about every 50, and that just means I'm getting more Mounjaro in my system. So when I do move up to the 5 milligram dose, I've already got quite a lot of it in my systems. And on average at the moment, it's between 3 and 4 in my system when I take the JAG. So I'm hoping when I do move up to the 5, I might take it into 2.5 sections over the week, just so I don't get any really bad side effects. After that, I'm planning to move to maintenance when I get to my goal. The company I'm going to move to supports you to 19.5 BMI. And I think that's something you need to keep in the back of your mind, who you go with for your pharmacy. How's it going to look at the end of your journey, because you want to keep this weight off. When you're at target, you really need to be looking how you're going to keep the fat off, basically, how you keep the weight off. But I'll let you know more about that in a future video, definitely. If you're on this journey as well, let me know in the comments how it's going for you, and subscribe to my channel. Give me a wee thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. I'm trying to keep it as real as possible. I'm trying to keep it as informative as possible. Do you want me to cover any specific topic in the coming future? If I get enough requests for a certain topic, I'll definitely cover it. I'm here to help you guys on your journey, and it's not just all about me and my journey. I love to share how I'm getting on and pass on any tips to you guys. So, yeah. So, there we go. It's time for the juicy part. What did the scale say this week? Well, it's a £2 loss this week, which means I'm absolutely ecstatic. That means I'm down to 12 stone, £6, or 78.9 kilograms. I've just been losing just over £2 a week on average. I'll post some stats from Happy Scale showing a progress for those that are interested. But basically, that's me lost 2 stone now in 12 weeks, which is fabulous. I've just never thought that would happen at all. That's £28 or 12.7 kilograms over the 3 months. So I'm well proud of that. As I said, I mean, £2 doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to paste up a wee photograph of what £2 of fat actually looks like. And just be proud if you're losing that a week, because it is more than what you think it is. I'll just pop it up above. But I want to thank everybody out there for the lovely comments and questions over the last few months. It's just been great. So many really lovely people out there, so many YouTubers are on the same journey and reach out to you, and so many different stories as well. I hope my videos are being really informative, and it does give you an insight into Mounjaro, because it is a bit of a minefield. I mean, there's lots of things I wish I knew before I started. Okie doke, right, it's the time for the flashing warning message. I'm going to put up some pictures of me in my boxers, so if you're it's going to be a bit cringy. I took pics of myself at the start, and I took them today. I mean, it's not easy showing everybody pictures of how you look. But we've all got body issues, and I'm no different. But hopefully, now that I can post these, you can see a wee bit of a difference. I'm going to pop them up on screen and I'll put them side by side so you can see. I promise I'd be transparent and no sugarcoating, so it doesn't really get any more real than this. But hopefully, you can see a difference. A BMI, but I think BMI is a bit of an outdated system personally, but I'll share this as well. So I started at 30 BMI and I was right on the obese borderline, and now I'm down to 25.6. Now, 25 or under is classed as normal, so it won't be long until I'm in the normal zone, normal. So let's see how that goes in the next few weeks. I took some measurements as well before I started, and I'll pop them up on the screen. The shoulder one's all wrong, so just ignore that one. I will put them up though, so you can have a wee look. I took them just when I started, and I took them today as well, so you can see a bit of a difference. And it's my waist is a big difference. It's gone from like 38 down to like 33. It's crazy. But yeah, getting into 32-inch jeans today. These are 32-inch jeans. I've not had them on for 7 years. They're in the wardrobe, but hey presto, they fit. So have a wee look. No great big belly hanging over. And yeah, that is a wee bit with stretch marks, but I'm just going to have to live with it. As I say, warts and all. But it's not all about the scales. It's all about how you feel inside. And I think I've only got another half a stone or so to go before I'll be quite happy at the weight I am. So there you go. I can't believe it. It's 12 weeks already and it's been such a roller coaster. But I've loved getting all the support online from everybody. Please keep your comments coming in because it's great. Subscribe, give me a wee thumbs up, and we'll see how I go over the next 3 months. I had 200 subs last week, and now I'm almost at 400. I can't believe it. It's nuts. So let's get to 500 hopefully, maybe this week, maybe next week. Who knows? But it'd be good. I just want to reach out to as many people as I can. Next week, I'm going to touch on pricing. So as I said, I will be moving suppliers soon. People think this is too expensive to go on Mounjaro, but it's actually saved me money, and I'll speak more about that next week. So tune in for that. So there we go. Thanks for tuning in and stay strong, folks out there. Reach out if you've got any questions you want answered or any support that you need on your own journey. I love answering your questions or your comments. It's great to see all the stories. We're in this together after all. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.